Welcome to Fire Away, Seriously Funny Conversations, the podcast where we catch up on things that make us laugh and things that make us human. We are Matt Bays and Leslie Robbins, and today we're going to talk about every damn thing. A cornucopia of blab, alcoholic cows, foie gras, special guest appearance by what? My girl,
Chloe Bays, things I hate about summer.
Things Leslie hates, summer edition. Sparkler of the year.
Cracker Barrel clothes. La Croix.
Yes, La Croix. Cracker Barrel, Snacker Barrel.
People need to know I love Cracker Barrel clothes and that I cannot wait to wear them.
That is a lie. You do not love Cracker Barrel clothes.
Since 1995.
What do they have for you there?
I just love the Southern looking old women outfits. I'm going to be the cutest grandma.
Oh, you like them for when you're older, not right
Yeah, I think they're so cute. I always hold them up to Tom or whoever I'm with at Cracker Barrel. I'm like, this is cute.
But you're not wearing it now.
I might. I mean, I'm getting to be older. I'm 41.
No, Leslie, I can't ever have you dressed in Cracker Barrel. This is not a fashion option. Look at you, got your tan on.
I know, today, just one side.
Woo!
The sun just hit me this way.
Oh, you did it.
I did it.
You did it. You got your highlight going on.
But man, those melasma spots are unforgiving. If anybody has melasma and has experience with what kind of sunscreen they should wear, please write in. Let me know.
Listen, I told you can get rid of it.
We're just going to invite your esthetician in. We're going to interview them.
Yeah. Yes. It's Pride weekend.
For Ohio, but
for Cincinnati.
Yeah, but Indy was, I think, 2 weeks ago.
Columbus was last weekend. Cincinnati is this weekend. We're going to Pride and we're going to party like it's 1999.
Best year.
What happened for you in 1999?
Oh, I graduated from high school.
In 1999?
Mm-hmm.
And I graduated in 89. Things are fine in 89 and 99, respectively. What was I doing in 99? Oh, I had just moved to Flint, Michigan for the most difficult time in my work career. 7 years of hell.
And I had a hand in it.
You did?
Yeah, I was one of your references.
Oh, that's right. That's right. How in the hell were you one of my references and you were 18?
I don't honestly know how you put it together, but I was.
So everybody, if you're listening, I was working in churches at the time and moved to a church in Flint where a family member of yours was also working.
Right.
And that church was not an easy place to work. And basically got my ass handed to me for 7 years. And then about 3 years after I left, we went back there for a wedding. When the wedding was over, went out to our car and the windows had been broken out and they stole our two kids' TVs. They were little at the time.
Yeah.
Some medication and whatever gadgetry they could find. And I literally stood there and I thought, this place kicked my ass for 7 years and it's still kicking my ass.
Yes. Don't you come back
right now? Oh, riding home with cardboard in the window.
Oh, no.
Is like the purge.
Yeah. This is you know what? Maybe we shouldn't come back here.
I know. I'm serious.
Maybe it's not a good idea.
Yeah. Hey, here's something. Do you know what foie gras is?
No.
I think it's goose liver.
I wouldn't even know how to spell that, Matt.
Oh, I don't know either. It's probably like foie gras or something, but it's foie gras.
Okay.
Foie gras. It's goose liver and it's awful. So
sounds like it.
Well, I hate it. I hate it, but it's a delicacy and it's very expensive.
Yeah.
And essentially what they do is they put a tube down the throat of this goose and they feed it lard exclusively until it's so fat it can't move. Then it dies of liver failure. And then we are like, this is so good.
God, you know a lot about it.
I ate it for the first time because on our honeymoon, we happened upon a friend and this friend was like, oh, I'm going to get foie gras. It's not like a whole meal. It's like an appetizer. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I'll taste it. And it's literally just felt like somebody poured a spoonful of grease in my mouth.
Ew.
But it's so inhumane that I was just talking to my friend and he mentioned that he's working at this new restaurant and they serve things like foie gras. And I was like, oh, and I told him my experience of it. And he was like, it's the most inhumane thing ever. And I said, right. So when I ate, he goes, you didn't like it? All I had in my head was this goose in a cage with a tube down its throat, filling its belly with lard and being like, it's okay. It's okay. You're going to be a delicacy when you die. Like you have a purpose, you fat goose.
Yeah.
But then he said, I didn't know this. Do you know the different kinds of like Wagyu beef or Kobe beef? The different.
I know nothing.
Okay.
I know hamburger.
I know ground beef. I don't think they do anything special with the ground beef. These are special beefs. Listen, he said this and he swore it was true. He said that with Kobe beef, all they feed the cow is beer and ice cream.
Well, now I can get on board with that. That's not inhumane. That's awesome.
You said they're not allowed to eat grass.
Wow.
I'm trying to imagine this cow when it dies and goes to heaven being like, you guys, I was on a radio for 14 years. Like, it's the worst thing ever. Can you imagine? Like, who are we right now? Human beings are terrible.
Right.
If you just feed them beer.
Right.
And that's it.
Right.
We're going to have really, really good dinner.
Yeah. And then also we'll eat a hamburger from McDonald's.
You bet your ass we will.
And who knows what's in it, you know?
I'll tell you what's in it. Comfort. My good hopes and dreams. Oh, we are back at it, firing away 2 days in a row. Look at us.
In a row. I changed my shirt because I had black on. And I had black on yesterday. So I was like,
it's a good color for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You've been looking cute lately. You can't even help it.
I can't. It's all that time off that I've had.
Yeah.
On sabbatical.
I mean, look at your skin.
I do look tan.
That's not just tan. You look all like lit up.
Is it this light?
Maybe.
Look, I look normal now.
Oh, you turned off your light?
Now
Turn it back
normal.
on. Turn it back on.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there you go. That's your J-Lo light ring. I like it.
What can I say?
Anywho.
Well, I have a list of things I hate about summer.
Oh my God.
Yesterday, I went to Target. I walked straight into Target.
Are you going to talk about things you hate?
Yes.
Well, we got to get like a theme song. Leslie hates summer edition.
And we're back. I went into Target yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
Went straight to the bathroom. And this girl was going in front of me and she took her cart in the bathroom.
Was it full?
No.
Well, maybe it's not a Target cart. Maybe it's just her personal cart.
No, it was a red cart pushed past the seams. I've never seen anybody do that in my life.
Put on hold for 1 second.
Okay.
Always moving today. And
okay.
I've got movers coming to her house.
Okay.
Just a sec. Hello.
Is it just any time between noon and 2?
Yep. I'm in the middle of a filming a podcast.
My cameo?
This is your cameo.
Yeah. Well, listen, everybody would rather listen to me than you, so.
Oh.
Chloe Byrne.
Well, I'm pissed because I'm hungry and I have a free Chick-fil-A sandwich in my Chick-fil-A app and I want it.
Yeah, you do.
I've literally been eating free for a week from apps on my phone. I'm not even joking. I got a free entree from Chick-fil-A yesterday, the day before. I got a free quarter pounder meal from McDonald's. Nikki gave me a coupon for a free taco at Taco Bell that I had the day before that.
Work it out.
That's impressive, actually.
Man.
It kind of is impressive.
Isn't that kind of impressive?
Yeah.
I'm lucky. I got good luck, let me tell you.
You do.
I do.
All right. Well, I love you and I got to get back to this,
Okay,
but
love you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Listen to my song on SoundCloud. When you edit this, you should put my song on. Everyone would think you're so cool.
we're going to name this podcast, this one
Chloe
episode.
is the coolest person ever.
Chloe is the coolest person ever, or the title of your song. I want to hear it.
You've heard it before, you weirdo.
Oh, that song. I love that song. I'm going to play it for Leslie.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
She has a great radio voice, kind of like raspy, and I have the face for radio.
SoundCloud, Chloe Bays, Where's Your Head? Listen to this. She wrote this, but she cusses.
Sup, bitch? You're so welcome.
Now I'm out here on my own things, looking up. Finally found myself amidst all my chaos. Found myself 6 feet underground of the earth and the birds that chirp.
Isn't that cool? I
Apple
love
trees
it.
make apples because she's a lot like you. Okay, back to Target.
Okay. She brought in her cart. Super weird.
Do you agree? That seems a little odd.
It seems weird unless you're like leaving your purse in there, or I don't know of the people who are afraid somebody's going to rob their cart.
Okay, we're in Fishers, Indiana at the Super Target. She had a Starbucks drink and a purse and maybe one item in her cart. All she had to do was take her purse and go in the bathroom and pee and leave. But no, she took the whole cart into the bathroom. And I was walking right behind her like, is this happening? Like, I was bewildered. That's all. I don't
This
hate
woman
that.
clearly has trust issues.
I just was like shocked. I've never seen anybody do that before, but I just want them to really rethink their choices. Is all.
Yeah.
Just rethink it.
So what else is terrible and awful about summer?
Okay. I texted you about this. Our neighborhood has a community pool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you know, I'm on a lawnmower journey and I've been mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
And one day I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my swimsuit on, then like put my clothes over top of it. I'm going to get everything ready. And then when I'm done lawn mowing, I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to go straight to the pool and I'm just going to submerge.
Yes.
Okay. So I do. I'm blood red in the face, pacing myself, breathing, driving my plus size tail all the way down to my neighborhood pool.
You have mowed the yard.
Yeah, I have mowed the yard, dripping.
Yeah, you have.
I have grass in my hair.
Yeah, you do.
I don't look good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I look like I'm about to die.
Some people are using the word hero.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I go stumbling into the gate, throw my stuff down, and basically just fall into the pool. Okay.
Yep.
When I come back up and get my bearings, I see these like 5 or 6 moms in a circle, and they all have bikinis on, which is fine. I don't care about the bikinis. And they have like their hair in like messy buns with like hats and koozies. And I hate them all. It's like a sorority party. And they're all talking about the vacations that they're going on. And they're trying to one up each other. I'm sitting there, fat as all get out. I don't care what you say. I'm talking about myself.
You said the F word. Leslie, you can't say the F word.
Miserable. And
Fluffy. You say fluffy. That's the new F word.
And these little sorority moms are over there one-upping each other about their Cancun and their Gulf Shores. And I'm just staring at them, sitting at the steps.
Did you tell them I mowed the yard?
I felt like announcing, you know what? I hate all of you. I just mowed the yard. I'm here for a reason. You guys are here for your sorority party. And it's Tuesday at 2:00.
Were you like, listen, I had a career at Mercedes-Benz.
Yes.
Don't you even try it with me.
But I was just like,
but what does it
most?
feel like, this circle of women with the messy buns and the Gulf Shores and because they're all just gathered down at the pool. It's harmless.
It just feels like college. Back in college, like when I would go to a fraternity party in the early 2000s and everybody's like trying to look cool and like try to fit in and try to say the right thing. And they're all doing it still in their mid 30s. And I'm like,
and what should they be doing?
I mean, I want them to be laid out in the kiddie pool, hating life, tired, screaming at their kids, eating grapes out of a baggie.
Yes.
That's what I need for them to be doing, not worrying about who's going on the best vacation.
Yeah. You need them to be miserable.
Kind of. No, I want them to just be regular, not miserable, just regular McDonald's.
Like a low hum of misery.
Yes. Because
that they're honest about, at least honest.
They're not trying to compete. They're just like, I just mowed the yard, because that's real. Yeah. But they're wanting to cover that up and talk about our Gulf Shores vacation. We're going to Maui this year, and I just want to eat hummus and drink wine.
You do not want to be a part of that club.
I don't. And you were telling me to go talk to him, and I was like, no, I'm not talking to him.
Yeah, because you break in there, and then you realize there might be a spinoff, like Laverne and Shirley from Happy Days. You have a little spinoff with one of the friends where you're like, oh, this is a really nice person, actually.
They all all are, but they're in this trap that we're all in. I think we start in middle school and then into high school where we have to compete.
Yeah.
And they still are in it. Their identity is wrapped up in like, I've got to keep up with this thing, whatever it is. I don't hate it. I just want to be like, guys, be real. You can't afford that trip. You're putting it on a credit card. You're going to pay for 30 years.
Right. It's the stuck. It's the, you're still wearing True Religion jeans in 2022.
Yes.
Right.
You got it. Nailed it.
I got you.
But in the corner were these two old women floating on these like little noodles. And I was like, I'll go hang out with them. They were probably in their 60s or 70s. No, I didn't talk to nobody. Please. I just texted you my frustration, as our friend Tanya hates to say. Frustration.
Tanya, Sparkler of the Year.
Yes.
I love this, the levels of sparklerism. Next week, we might have a Sparkler of the Decade.
The way we rank is if you respond to our podcast, like if you watch it and then you send us a message about it. I really appreciate that. So that moves you up in the rankings.
Yeah. But the Sparkler of the Year, Tanya, does not like the word when people say frustrated instead of frustrated.
Right. What about how people pronounce Chipotle?
Chipotle?
Yes.
I can't even.
I know.
I knew a guy, smartest guy in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
He called it Chipotle.
Yes.
Every time he said it. And I was like,
I know. It makes your eyelid twitch just a little bit.
Because you feel like you're going to hear it enough. And then one day you're just going to be like, Chipotle! Like just freak out.
The L is before the E.
Yes.
Ugh, just stuff that gets on my nerves. It's pretty
right now, if Tanya were here, she would say, people are stupid.
Some people.
And she would make this face.
She sent me a link. They have made Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard coloring book. It is all of like the whole trial. I'm going to order for myself and for her, have it shipped to her house. Surprise.
Oh my God. Can we get serious since we haven't talked about the dead in several episodes?
Oh, let's do it.
Let me tell you something about Tanya. This is why she will always be a lifelong friend. She knew my brother. Mm-hmm. He was a little bit of a troubled soul. Mm-hmm. Good heart, died tragically in a motorcycle accident. Tanya was my bestie when I was in college. I left, transferred, and my brother started going to that college. And so I left him in her care because I knew there were going to be some problems because he just kind of found the problems. But at the end of that year, and I know she had to have been like, why did you leave him in my care? Because he'd drive you crazy. Mm-hmm. Anyway, end of the year, he dies. We have the funeral in my hometown. It's one of those, somebody young is dead. So everybody comes.
Yes.
You know, there's a line forever. I am numb. I'm so tired. I'm trying to take care of my mother because it's tragic, you know, and everybody's coming by and you're just like, oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. Yep. But there's always that space between you and them, like layers of just, I mean, you're grateful they're there, but you're not really. I look over and Tanya walks through the door. I can still see it like it was yesterday. She looked right at me and she just went. And I mean to tell you, I started walking toward her and I started bawling. It's the first time I'd bawled, buried my face in her neck and just bawled my little eyes out. She was so sweet because I knew she cared about him and loved him. And I knew she cared about me. And it was like, that was a moment for me of true grief over something tragic. And the funny thing about Tanya is I wouldn't say she's this wildly comforting, you know.
No, she's like me.
She's a great mom. She's a very real person. She's funny and fun, but it was just one of those people that, you know, knows you and you know them. So inviting her to my wedding and her coming was like my favorite.
Oh.
And then she came up to me in the middle of the wedding, tapped me on the shoulder, and she went, I need you to hate. And she named a person.
I wish I was there because me and Tanya would have been like.
She said the person's name. I need you to hate blank with me right now. And there was a part of me that knew there would be some of that. Yeah. But you know, the people you can just totally say whatever the hell you want with.
Yep.
Oh, those are my favorite kinds of people.
Yeah, for sure.
And it sounds bitter, but that meme that's like, if you don't have anything nice to say, come sit next to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. I sent you a meme yesterday or a quote that just said, if you have to start a conversation with, I know this is silly, or I know I shouldn't believe this, but here's what I want to say to a person, then they're not a safe person. And I'm like, amen. Yes, I want to be the person that anybody can just say whatever they want. And I know their heart is good.
Yeah.
They just need to say what they need to say.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to get it out your system.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So anyway, that is why Tanya is Sparkler of the Year. Woo! Next week, it may be someone else. Also, we haven't even mentioned Sarah Callahan. You don't know her.
I don't, but I'm very familiar with her name because she is very
she's all over.
Loyal. Yes.
And on YouTube.
Yes.
She's watching the YouTube videos.
Yeah, girl. Sarah.
She is Sparkler of the moment.
How do you know her? Do you know her?
She's a friend of Chris's, my husband. And I only say that because gay pride is almost over. He is gay and I am gay and we're both gay. Gay, 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 gay. Ooh. Lots of songs on this podcast. Oh, did I say it?
Podcast. Lastly.
Do you know what this means in France?
What is that? Sparkling water?
Yeah, but you know what this means?
Mm-mm.
Where the hell's my waiter? That's what it means.
In France. I think all of this like LaCroix and sparkling
this is tonic water.
All that tastes like your legs are asleep.
I get that.
I can't get into it.
I got to the point though where I like LaCroix.
Ugh.
I hated it before because I thought it was just a whisper of nothing. But it's refreshing. It's
like Sprite when the machine's not working and you all choose to drink it for fun.
I can see that. Have you ever seen those memes that talk about there's funny things about LaCroix jokes. You haven't seen these? Cran raspberry LaCroix tastes like your office mate is putting on lotion. Yes. New LaCroix flavors transported in a truck near bananas. Hint of lime.
I love it.
Single Skittle dissolved in water.
Yes.
And this one I love. Shy watermelon. And then this is the last flavor. Imagine like a strawberry, but with low battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just.
I like them, especially when they're cold. It's more the burn that I like, the burn in my throat.
Yeah, I don't enjoy it at all. I love a good Werther's Original, though.
Oh, of course you do. Did you get in your rocking chair and put on your sweater?
Listen, I love Cracker Barrel clothes. I love a good lemon bar.
Cracker Barrel is just.
I love their clothes. I cannot wait to wear them.
Is where I'm going if there's hell and I get in trouble.
Why?
Listen, I'm great with the food, but that country store just meandering around those aisles looking at, it's just a category that does not resonate. And I don't know if you know, but it doesn't feel like they love the gays in there.
Oh, they probably don't. You're right. But I just love those little outfits.
But this gay still eats at Chick-fil-A. I shouldn't even say that. I'm going to get some hate, but I love that chicken. As Fortune Feisner says,
Teamster.
She says, I don't know. It doesn't taste like that chicken hates me.
I love her so much.
She's fun.
Dak Shepard, he tries to protest Chick-fil-A, but he loves it, loves the sandwiches.
Yeah.
And the way he justifies eating them is if somebody else buys them. So they'll bring it to set and he's like, yes. He's like, I didn't buy it. I'll eat it.
It is good. And the Chick-fil-A sauce, heaven.
So good. Those little mini muffin biscuits with the chicken.
Yeah.
I love those.
Yeah, those are good. Here's something else if you haven't had it there that you need to get. It is lemonade and vanilla ice cream. Frosted lemonade.
Oh.
That's what it's called. First time I heard frosted lemonade, I was like, oh, I don't care about no frosted lemonade. I'm telling you, I got Chris hooked on it. We are two bad gays and we are going to hell for going to Chick-fil-A.
I mean, I'm not gay, so I don't know. I think it's better for you guys to go there and be like, what? I'm going to shop here. What are you going to do?
We do a little PDA at Chick-fil-A. All right, Leslie, we are all over the place. What are we going to talk about?
So what are we going to get to? I've got a whole page of notes.
This is our cornucopia of blab.
All right. Do you have any plans the rest of the summer? You've had a busy summer already.
Yeah, I was in Traverse City for a while. I got home this week and no, we don't have any other plans, but I'll tell you what I do during the summer. is I get outside a lot, lots of walks. I love to go on a walk. And what I love about Cincinnati, city to the stars, is they have so many bridges, and the bridges are just gorgeous. And so I love the walking. So what are your plans for the rest of the summer besides hating on that circle of women?
Well, Tom and I are going to Michigan City.
Where's that?
It's right on Lake Michigan.
Oh, okay.
It's like by the dunes.
Yeah.
And they've got like a little harbor there. We went there once a couple of years ago. And so we just thought, for me, a vacation is being by a pool with nobody bothering me. So we found like a house, Airbnb, that has a pool. And we're going to do that. And then maybe go to some casinos and maybe down to the pier or whatever that is.
In my background, which is much like your background, you do not gamble. Did you grow up thinking gambling was wrong?
Yes. I don't think it was like really heavily talked about.
Okay.
But I knew that it was addictive and that it could be dangerous. You could lose all your money. But
it's not addictive to me. No.
Bread is addictive to me. So when we go to, Texas Roadhouse, there's my addiction.
That's your casino.
Yes.
Texas Roadhouse.
Yes. Yes. I'd play it and I hope I win money.
I mean, I would spend $20 and then you walk around and you watch people.
Mm-hmm. Definite.
Mm-hmm. And some people look like they've been there for 3 days.
They never leave. Yeah. They're just there all night long.
Yeah. It's always a little sad. But those casinos, there's one real close by here. I mean, it's just a stone's throw from our house. Mm-hmm. And it is Hard Rock.
Oh, that's probably cool.
It is. It's gorgeous inside. Yeah. So beautiful. But the thing I can't get is I've walked through there several times because I'm like, I just want to go in that building. Have not spent one red penny in there, but no one's ever in there. It feels like it's the size of 3 football fields in there. I mean, it's humongous. And there are 7 people in there.
Do you think it's like more busy on the weekends?
I don't know.
Weird.
It's strange. So you're going to Michigan City. That'll be nice.
Yeah. And then lots of baseball this summer. Mm-hmm. Then back to school. I got one going to college and one starting junior year and one in 8th grade. And it starts August 1st. So the summer is almost over.
Jared's going to be a junior and Riley's going to be
8th grade.
8th grade.
Yep.
The best years of her life.
She's at church camp right now.
Church camp. At least you know she's going to come home Christian.
She is. She's so smart and so like not affected by that kind of like pressure.
I admire the people that were like that. When I talked to Chris about his church camp days and everybody's like going down and doing all the things and bawling their eyes out. And he was like, I don't really like this.
Right. That's how she is.
I didn't know we could do that. I was wanting to fit in. Oh God, no.
No.
I was bawling my eyes out and
then making out at the end of the night.
Yes. Where can we make out? I'm going to give you a real big hug afterwards.
Right.
I'm trying to think of, I don't think I kissed any other girls at camp, but God, my freshman year in college, for some reason, I went from nerd in high school, not nerd, but not cool at all. Got to college and listen, I graduated to something that was somewhat cool somehow. And I was kissing everybody. I was. We kept a list. Me and my best friend. I'm not kidding. We had names that we put on the list of the girls we made out with, which making out then was just meant that you were, kissing them.
First of all, I didn't know you went to another college besides AU.
Yeah, I transferred from Mount Vernon Nazarene College to Anderson University. And then I thought this college is much too liberal for me.
You thought that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. They didn't even have curfew like on the weekends. And I was like, who ever heard of such a thing? Everybody's going to go out and sleep together. That's what's going to happen. And I sat down in the president's office, went to the president's office for a meeting. Yeah. You know who? President Edwards.
No, he was the president when you were there. He was there for a long time.
He was a long, long time. But I had a meeting with him and told him that we needed to have Wednesday night church, that they didn't even have Wednesday night church on campus. And he said, this is not a church camp. And I was like, well, maybe it should be.
Just you by yourself?
Oh, no, just me.
Of course, Matt. Oh my
Like,
God.
how are people going to find the Lord? He was like, our first thing here is people's education. And I was like, Christian education.
Right. You're like,
And I was like, how can that be the first thing? The first thing is that these people don't burn in hell.
it's so shocking to me that you were like that. I thought you were
I
like,
laughed and cried because I thought he was just going to be like, that's a great idea. I was like, I'll do it all. You know what I wanted to call it?
What?
Cow, church on Wednesday.
I love it. You had an idea and you went
I
for
was
it.
prepared.
You went.
I had my little
for
brief. He shut it down. And then I went back after I finished crying because he turned me down and thought I was going to normal rave. I'm just going to do it anyway. We'll do it do it someplace else. We don't need the school's approval. And then it all just seemed too hard. And then after 2 years, I was like, this place is conservative. And now I'm like, oh, the person I was then to who I am now.
I know. It's kind of shocking.
Right? It's
mean,
amazing how much you can change.
Yeah.
But
Even
this is me. It was always me.
Yeah.
Jesus, Jesus. Remember that song?
Mm-hmm.
What comes next?
I don't know.
Kings and kingdoms.
We'll all pass away. That's what-
There's something about that name. And it's time to end this right now. Let's do our outro.
Okay.
That's it for us today on Fire Away. We'll be back with more seriously funny conversations next week. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/podcast Fire Away and on Insta at fireaway_podcast. And watch us via video on our YouTube channel and fire this podcast off to a few of your friends. We need some more sparklers. Yes, we do. We need some more sparklers. Doody doo boo doo. Fire away.
Fire away.